finding and maintaining relationships, friendships abroad. I love this subject. Okay, so I'm stopping the music and I say welcome, hello, welcome to all of you. I'm Gabriela Encina, licensed psychologist, specialized in life transitions and life abroad and relocation as well. And I help my clients to succeed and to thrive wherever they are and wherever they want to be. Okay, I have my notes because I have limited time and I tend to be very passionate about this subject, so I can extend. So I did my notes. So here are my notes. Grab, please, like I said before, a pen and paper. Grab your cup of tea or a cup of coffee because this is going to be filled with actions and tips and advice for you. Okay? So, okay, disclaimer. What I'm going to talk about are the tips that have worked for me and also for my clients, okay? But that doesn't mean that a little bit or a lot of luck is involved in this situation, okay? So this is what we can do, what we can control, but there are some variables that we can control, okay? So that's my disclaimer. So I'm starting now, and having friends is fundamental for, I would say, 99% of the people. And being adults and being away from home, it gets complicated to find new friends. Yeah, because we're adults. Like I said in my post before, we have our baggages, we have our prejudice, we have our things to do. We have less time than before to dedicate to find friends. Okay, so it is complicated. So that's why I got my 5 stars of tips, and I'm going to start with the first one, and that's it. Spend time in the places that you want to hang out. Okay, why? Because yes, I know for finding friends there are many tips. You can Google finding friends abroad and you will have a list of tips, of meetups, of Facebook groups, etc., etc. And yes, that's fine, that's a really good resource, but in the other hand is really important that you, when you are in this situation, or when you decided to find friends, that you do it, that you do this concentrating, putting focus on the things that you want to do, on your hobbies, on the things you like I don't know, reading books or watching movies or drawing or exercising, whatever you like to do. So put the focus there, and then find a group or a place or a virtual meeting or whatever that do that as well. Why? Because if you meet people there, first you're going to have something to talk about. You're going to begin with a connection, even if it sounds superficial or banal. It's important to have a click about, apart from the weather or from, I don't know, the political situation, if you want to talk about that, something that you connect with the person. Okay, that's the first thing. And the second thing, if you do not meet anyone, at least you are doing something that you love, okay, or that you like. So it's not a waste of time, and you are not lived with this feeling of frustration. Okay, so that's the first tip. The second tip is, oh, this is important. Remember, this is about finding and maintaining relationships or friendships abroad, okay? The second one, give second or even third chances to people. Why? Like I said before, we are adults, we have less time, we have less energy to invest in finding friends. And when we meet someone, and we usually, okay, this is general, sometimes, often, we meet someone and we don't feel this click, this chemistry, this connection, or something that we can have in common with this person. Okay? If you find a little bit, even like I don't know, teeny tiny possibility that you can connect with this person, but I don't know, the person was intimidated, or she was, or he was, I don't know, nervous, or not in the best of his days. Give them, give him, give her another chance to display, let's say, the qualities that they have. Because in certain situations, maybe they are also struggling with meeting people. Maybe they're struggling with the language. Maybe they don't feel comfortable in a big group, etc., etc. So there are a lot of factors that are influencing this first meeting with you. Okay, so give this person, if you feel that like you can have something in common, or you can develop a relationship, even a tiny possibility, give them a second or even a third chance if you're feeling generous. Okay? Okay. Okay. So let me see. Hello, Mushumi, hopefully. Okay, that was the second one. The third one. Okay, this is also a very big one and a very important one. Take the initiative and follow up. Okay? It's not enough, sadly, mostly, when you say, hey, yeah, let's do this again. Yeah, let's meet sometime soon. Let's meet next month, or very vague. We do that. I mean, it's very common because you want to be polite or whatever. You mean it, but you're not being concrete enough. So if you're in the position that you need or you want to meet new people, it is important that you take the initiative and that you be concrete, that you follow up. I mean, like if you liked this person and you want to hang out more with her, with him, or with this group or whatever situation, then propose a specific date. Now, let's meet next week on Tuesday. Do you have time on Wednesday? And if the person says no, then follow up. Say, okay, but what about Thursday? I mean, insist, of course, with a little bit of, how do you say that, tact, a little bit of, be careful, not be too persistent or insistent, but be purposeful about that, concrete. Okay, because if not, it stays in the air and it vanishes. Okay. It's called the fourth tip. This is auch, sorry, in German. This is a very important one. I hear a lot in my clients, and I was used to think about that too, or like this way too. We are expats, we are living, or whatever you want to call yourself. We live abroad. Maybe we know how long we are going to stay in this place. Maybe we don't. Maybe the person that we meet is local and they are staying, maybe. But maybe they are expats too, or digital nomads, or migrants, or whatever, and they also don't know how long. Or maybe they already know that they are staying only 6 months, or whatever. I don't know. Many examples. If you put focus on, oh, okay, I'm just going to stay here for 1 year or for 6 months, it's not worth the time and the effort to meet people. Yes, it can be, but it also can be counterproductive for you, because if you focus too much on the future, or not, okay, it's not worth my time or energy, you're probably missing out something. Maybe not, but again, I'm starting from the premise that you want to meet people and you want to make friends. Okay, if not, this is this life is not that helpful. But if you want to, then be in the present and cherish the moments that you are going to spend, or that you are spending with the people now. Because even people that are locals and staying there forever, life happens, and maybe they have a trip. Now with this situation is a little complicated, but let's say normally it is like this. You don't know what is going to happen. So maybe ignore the fact that they are leaving or that you are leaving, and stay in the present and cherish this friendship. Okay, do not put the focus on how long they are staying or you're staying. Okay? Okay, so that was the fourth one. And the fifth one, or the number five, I don't know if I say it correctly. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. I know this one is tricky because being vulnerable, showing your not so shiny sides, we are all flawed, so your flaw side or flawed side. I know that's scary. It can be dangerous. You may feel insecure, etc., etc. But the psychologist speaking, if you are hiding parts from you, I'm talking now. I'm talking about friendships, okay, or developing friendships. If you are hiding parts from you, the connection with the person or the people that you're meeting is not going to be the same. I'm not saying it's going to be superficial, but the level of intimacy and the strength of the relationship is another one. But if you, I'm not saying that you have to display all your vulnerabilities and shadows or flaws, but allow yourself to make mistakes, allow yourself to be authentic, to be the way you are. And that includes your not so shiny sides. Okay? That way, in that context, you're going to be able to click and develop a relationship, a strong one. Okay? Okay, that was those were. I have some time left. Those were the 5 tips about finding and maintaining relationships abroad, like in the process of meeting people. Okay. Now I want to talk about the friendships that you left behind. You left behind. I mean, when you moved, some friends stayed in your home country, right? So, what about them? What about the connection? What about maintaining the relationship? How about even get a stronger connection with them? Yeah, that sounds weird if you're away, but it can be done. So I have 3 tips about that too. I told you this one is going to be filled with tips. Okay, the first mistake and what we should prevent or avoid is creating this everything is great image. I know, I understand, my clients do that or are in the process of not doing that anymore, but it's complicated to because you don't want to worry them, you don't want to show that you are struggling because hey, I'm living in another country. I'm supposed to have a great life, and you know I'm I don't know, I have good money or not, or whatever prejudice people have, you know. So maintaining this image is a mistake. I mean, with your loved ones, I mean, with your close people, not with everyone, okay? Because because of 2 things. The first one, you feel lonelier when you're not able or when you're not allowing yourself to share your concerns, your worries, your anxieties, your whatever. Okay, that's isolating. Okay, that is counterproductive. And second backlash is that people that love you and that know you from, I don't know, 10, 20, 40 years, I don't know, they sense that something's wrong. They can, let's say, they can smell it, okay, but they can maybe they can put their finger on it. They can't express it with words, or they are waiting for you to say something, you know. So this yeah, everything's great, everything's fine, don't worry, is I understand the reflex of not worrying people, but it happens anyway. I mean, again, your loved ones, your parents, your siblings, your family, your friends. Okay, especially we are focusing today on friends. So your friends, your dear friends who know all your sides, they know when you are hiding something. Okay, okay. So first one, don't hide, don't create this everything is great image. Okay, That's the first one. The second one, give me 1 second. I'm going to drink some of my tea. Cheers if you're drinking tea. Okay. The second one, be intentional about keeping in touch. That's a little bit similar about following up and being intentional of contacting new friends. This is the same. Be intentional about keeping touch, okay? You were the one who moved. You were the one who went away, okay? Like my friends say, with love, but they say like I'm a traitor and I abandoned them. And this is why, if you want to maintain and develop and even grow those relationships, the intention, it should be, or it could be from you, okay? Again, be concrete about, no, let's meet sometime next week. Let's meet on Tuesday at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. or let's meet every Tuesday or the first Friday of the month or the last Tuesday of the month. I'm fixated with Tuesday today. Whatever, but concrete, okay? Concrete, it can be also spontaneous. I'm not saying that it should be tac, 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 but also tac, 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 tac. Okay, so spontaneous calls, but also something to look forward to, something to give you structure and gives them structure as well. You know what I mean? So it feels like, okay, she's there, but she's also thinking about me. She's also by my side. She's also staying with me, you know? That's the second one. And the third one, this is a fun one, and I've heard that a lot, especially from my clients. So I'm giving that to you. Share special moments with them when they are happening. And what I mean by special is going to the supermarket, going for a walk, going to explore, like everyday life things. Share them via video conference, and like stupid, silly things that you could share with them. Do it, because that creates a sense of connection, the connection that you have with those friends, that enhance this connection. Okay. Okay. Oh, I made it in time, Doreen. Are you proud of me? I'm so happy. Thank you for the ones who came for the live. Thank you for all the viewers that are going to see this video. I really, really wish that you profit from it. Please share with me in the comments if what step are you going to apply, what action or what tip are you going to apply, like hopefully right now, to find friends, to maintain friends and your relationships from back home. Okay? Remember, I'm Gabriela Encina. I'm a psychologist, a licensed psychologist, and you can find me in Gabriela dash, sorry, with the minus, Gabriela-Encina.com. And I speak English, Spanish, and German, and you can find the 3 languages in my homepage. You can also contact me here through DM, and I strongly recommend that you check my new podcast in Spanish. If you speak Spanish, it's Entre Mundos y Mentes. And in my webpage, you will also see my freebies. 1 freebie in English and 1 freebie in Spanish. Subscribe, because every week I give value to my subscribers list, okay? And of course, I provide counseling to people living abroad, to people experiencing transition or relocation. And I've been doing this for almost 10 years, and I know what it is because I experience it too, okay? So that's it. Thank you again. I hope to see you soon. And yeah, leave any question, any comment, and I'm going to answer, okay? That's all. Thank you. Bye.